Michael Strahan revealed an eyebrow-raising wager with a friend regarding the end of his broadcasting career. The 52-year-old Fox NFL Sunday star has said he is already contemplating retirement on air. Since he retired from the NFL in 2008, Strahan has been a commentator for Fox's NFL coverage. And the New York Giants legend is an anchor on ABC's Good Morning America. Strahan also has numerous business ventures, and during a YouTube interview with journalist Graham Bessinger, a segment revolved around how long the NFL Hall of Famer will continue to work. "I was talking to a couple of your friends who said, for him, retirement is more a dream than reality," Bessinger said to Strahan. That led to Strahan sharing that he recently had dinner with a friend, who presented him with a wager about his retirement. "We had a little bet. I'm not going to tell you how many years we bet on," he said. "We had a little bet about how long I'll work." Strahan then discussed the reasons why he would retire from broadcasting. "At some point, you've got to look back," he said. "I love my life. I enjoy my life. My kids are in college. I want to be able to go to college. I want to be able to say, hey, let's go take a trip, not, oh, I've got to get this vacation time off. I want a life where there's some freedom at some point." Strahan gave a strong hint about his future. "I guarantee you this, I'll be off TV before a lot of people are sick of seeing me on TV," he said. Strahan didn't share an exact time that he'll walk away from working as a broadcaster. But he did give himself up to 10 years that he can continue to work before retirement. Strahan appears on Fox NFL Sunday when the NFL season takes place. He makes appearances alongside NFL icons Terry Bradshaw, Howie Long, Rob Gronkowski, and Jimmy Johnson. Strahan is a regular on GMA and works on the show throughout the year. And he also hosts the current version of the Pyramid Game show for ABC. Michael Strahan reveals retirement wager with colleague as Fox NFL Sunday star admits, "I want a life at some point." In the heart of New York City, amidst the towering skyscrapers and bustling streets, Michael Strahan found himself reflecting on a career that had spanned decades. The city that never sleeps seemed to echo his own relentless pace, a pace that had defined his life in the spotlight. As a former NFL defensive end turned charismatic television personality, Strahan had seamlessly transitioned from sacking quarterbacks to entertaining millions on Fox NFL Sunday. His journey from the gridiron to the studio had been marked by countless memorable moments, from Super Bowl victories to Emmy nominations. Yet, amid the glitz and glamour of television, there was a subtle longing for something more. It was a crisp autumn afternoon when Strahan sat down for lunch with his longtime colleague and friend, Terry Bradshaw. The two NFL legends had forged a bond over their shared passion for football and their irrepressible sense of humor. Over plates of New York's finest cuisine, conversation turned to the future, a future that Strahan had been increasingly contemplating. "You know, Terry," Strahan began, his voice tinged with a rare solemnity, "I've been thinking a lot about what comes next. About life after the cameras stop rolling." Bradshaw, never one to mince words, nodded thoughtfully. "I get it, Mike. We've been at this for a long time. Sometimes you just want a life at some point." Strahan chuckled, a hint of nostalgia in his eyes. "Exactly. I love what I do, don't get me wrong. But there's more out there, you know? More than just football and TV." Bradshaw raised an eyebrow, a mischievous grin spreading across his face. Strahan's laughter echoed through the restaurant. "How could I forget? You and your crazy bets." Bradshaw leaned in, his voice dropping to a conspiratorial whisper. "Well, here's the thing, Mike. I think it's time we settle that bet once and for all." Strahan raised an eyebrow, curiosity piqued. "Oh? And how do you propose we do that?" Bradshaw's grin widened. "Simple. We both write down on a piece of paper when we think we'll call it quits. No peeking, no changing your mind. Just pure, old-fashioned honesty." Strahan considered Bradshaw's proposal for a moment, the weight of their decades-long friendship adding gravity to the moment. Finally, he nodded. "All right, Terry. You're on." And so, on a napkin borrowed from their attentive waiter, two football icons penned their respective futures. For Strahan, it was a moment of clarity, a declaration of intent in the form of a few carefully chosen words. As he folded the napkin and handed it to Bradshaw, a sense of liberation washed over him. The weight of uncertainty lifted, replaced by a quiet resolve. Months turned into years, and the seasons changed like clockwork. The crisp autumn air gave way to the warmth of summer, and still, Strahan stood before the cameras with the same infectious energy that had endeared him to fans around the world. Yet, behind the scenes, the napkin remained tucked away, a silent testament to a pact made between friends. Then, one fateful day, as the sun set over the Hudson River and the lights of Manhattan flickered to life, Strahan made an announcement that sent shockwaves through the sports world. With a mixture of gratitude and anticipation, he revealed his decision to step away from the spotlight, to embark on a new chapter of his life beyond the confines of television studios and football fields. In the weeks that followed, tributes poured in from colleagues and fans alike, celebrating Strahan's illustrious career and unwavering charisma. Through it all, one question lingered in the minds of those who had followed his journey: what of the napkin that had come to symbolize a bond between two friends and a promise kept? As fate would have it, Bradshaw stood before the cameras on Fox NFL Sunday, a familiar twinkle in his eye as he unfolded the napkin for the world to see. There, in Strahan's unmistakable handwriting, were the words that had sealed their wager all those years ago: "When the time feels right." With a nod of satisfaction, Bradshaw turned to the camera, a smile playing at the corners of his mouth. "Looks like I owe you a drink, Mike," he quipped, a testament to their enduring friendship and the unpredictable journey that had brought them to this moment. And so, as Michael Strahan embarked on his next adventure, guided by the same passion and determination that had defined his career, he carried with him not just memories of touchdowns, but a napkin and a wager that had reminded him of the importance of chasing dreams and embracing new beginnings. As for Terry Bradshaw, well, some bets are worth losing.